Hello, I'm Lugatorix and welcome to part 19 of the Greek Cities campaign on Rome Total War. So last time, I would say things were starting to go pretty well. So we basically spent last episode trying to consolidate ourselves and just restore a bit of order. Now, in terms of public order, things are going better. This area is not too bad. This area, yeah, not quite as good. But we're trying to resolve that pretty soon. But also, we were trying to resolve the situation of we had lots of armies, but they were sort of spread out over large regions, and no real strong single armies. But we did manage to make a few big armies last episode. So we have the army of Tellis of Attica, which is this force plus this force. They're going to join up next turn, and they're going to march towards Lilybaeum. We have plenty of defense at Syracuse, so I'm not too worried about that. In Carthage and Thapsus, we're just kind of trying to maintain public order. There's a bit of trouble. This geezer over here, Telemachus of Sparta, I want him to get a bit better because hopefully in the future he'll be better at dealing with the old public order. But we're doing okay in that regard. Over in Tarentum, Doros of Sparta, well, he took Tarentum off the Brutii. And as far as I can tell, the Brutii only have Croton left, but the army of Tertius Cerelius is still in our way, so that's a potential fight for this episode. Up in Bylazora, the Thracians keep attacking us. Now, I wanted to be defensive against the Thracians, but really we do kind of just need to cut this problem out, because I feel like if we don't take Tylis and Campus Getae at the very least, they're going to keep coming back and back at Bylazora. They are not going to give up, so we first of all need to get a defense to Bylazora this episode, and then we need to really work on some form of counterattack. We don't have a lot of force in this region, and the reason is for that is because this geezer, Hippias of Thebes, who is meant to be dealing with the Thracians, is actually moving his big ass army through Byzantium. He is going to go over and retake Sardis because a big Seleucid force took that not long ago. Let's see, how many troops are in Sardis? Not many at the moment. In fact, looks like they haven't even fixed the walls up yet, so they're not very clever. So anyway, this geezer, he's going to come over and hopefully deal with the Seleucids, march through Turkey and eventually take Tarsus. That's kind of the plan over here. So in terms of what we can do, well, that army has moved as far as it can. The army of, I keep forgetting their names, Tellis of Attica has moved as far as it can. Over here in Tarentum, I think Doros of Sparta can move. Yeah, we can move towards Croton, but I would kind of like a bit more force, if I'm being perfectly honest. I mean, we've got two hoplites over here that could potentially come and help. We have armoured hoplites in Sparta, and we have an armoured hoplite in Athens. If we brought all of those guys over, then I think we potentially have enough force to go against Croton. We have 3 ships over here, so why don't we start doing that? So we'll get this armoured hoplite on the ship, like so. We'll get these 2 armoured hoplites on the ship, like so. The ship can then just stand outside of Termon, or float outside of Termon. They're going to pick up 2 hoplites. I can't even see the ship now. This is the annoying thing. You sometimes can't even see your own stuff. So you guys... Whoa. Stop for a second. Stop. There's a rebel force there, which we really should take care of, actually. That's probably hurting the public order of Termon. In fact, it definitely is. But you guys just stand there, and you can be picked up by the boat in a minute. So just sort of stand around there. And then, yeah, this force combined, coupled with the force at Tarentum, should be enough to finish off the Brutii, I think. That would be really, really good if we could do that. Now, as for the Thracian problem, I mean, at the moment, they are taking Bylazora because we've basically got nothing in there. We do need to get a force up here. Now, Larissa has a decent amount of troops. Termon has a few. There's not a lot of force in this region. We do have Damianos of Thessaly. Now, he should probably start getting a force to come over up to Bylazora, because there's not too much of a threat in this region. We've got the Dacians and the Gauls. Now, we're not currently at war with them, so hopefully they'll just leave us alone. They're probably at war with the Romans, so they would be stupid to go to war with us as well. So, in which case, what we could do, if we just remove Damianos of Thessaly, how about we combine you 2 guys up, and combine you 2 guys up. Beautiful. So, we'll bring along you 3. If we stepped outside, Apollonia is going to be unhappy, because of course it is. Let's lower the tax rate. Okay, they'll be okay for a while. We'll recruit another hoplite along there. So Damianos of Thessaly, you are going to be the one to deal with the Thracians. It was meant to be this geezer over here, Hippias of Thebes, but it's now going to be Damianos of Thessaly. So he's going to head over. He'll pick up some troops at Thessalonica and hopefully be able to get over to Bylazora in time to deal with the Thracians. If he doesn't, we'll just go and retake Bylazora, you know, it would be a bit unfortunate, but whatever. And you know what? You can recruit a unit of hoplites. And we've officially run out of money just at the last settlement, so I think we are indeed ready to end the turn. Things could be going very wrong for the Romans in particular, because we have a big army here. Oh, that's the Carthaginians, but you know what I mean. And then big army over in Tarentum. We have a big army over in Byzantium. I would be worried if I was the other factions at this point. Saying that, I'm probably going to get about 7 of my cities besieged, so probably should stop talking now. Okay, so turn has ended. The Brutii look to be moving out of Croton, and oh, I keep forgetting about this navy. It's so far away. I keep forgetting about this navy, which keeps getting pushed back by the Seleucids. This army's just going to die. I think it has died. Oh, well. Right, Carthaginians have put Messana under siege. Interesting. Ah, what's going on over here? Ah, no, don't attack us there. Overpowered navy. They've got quinqueremes. Ah, that was the force that was going to go over to defeat the Brutii. And now the Carthaginians have bloody attacked it. Clear defeat. We've actually been knocked towards where we want to go, but unfortunately weren't able to pick up the extra hoplites, so we'll just try and deal with that as it comes. This navy's also been attacked. We really need to boost our navy up, actually. That's something I'm noticing even more. So, yeah, we'll deal with that in a minute. Anyone else want to attack? Thracians did not attack. Okay, Carthage is rioting, and again, destroying the temple, which makes you happy. Well done. Same with Messana. Suitable husband. No, you're not suitable. You're 34 years old. No, you're not suitable. Go away. Okay, so settlement besieged we know. End of turn report. Faction announcements. Let's have a look. So, new family member, Nico. And then retinue expands. Telemachus of Sparta has got an artist. So, that's good. And actually, Telemachus of Sparta, he's the one over in Carthage, isn't he? Yeah. So, the fact that he's got an artist to increase his influence, that's really good. That's really good to see, actually. So, hopefully public order will start improving a little bit because of that artist. Right, I think the best place to start off with would be Sicily. Now, so we have a force besieging Messana. Oh, this is amusing. So this has happened again now, which is this force. It keeps besieging Syracuse, then thinks, nah, actually I'll besiege Messana. Nah, I'll go and besiege Syracuse. Now it's back to Messana. They can't make up which of the two they want to besiege. It's really quite odd, to be honest. It's very weird. So, and these units of armoured hoplites have had to move all across the map. They've moved from Messana to Syracuse to help defend it, and now they're going to have to move back to Messana. I think they're trying to avoid the armoured hoplites, which I don't blame them for, in all fairness. But we'll sort that out in a minute. I want to put Lilybaeum under siege, which is looking pretty weak. There are a few armies outside which will probably attack us, but I think Tellus of Attica is ready to besiege Lilybaeum, along with this force of Captain well, he's going to be gone in a minute, so it doesn't matter if I can't say his name. So let's put Lilybaeum under siege. I know Messana's been put under siege, but that will distract them, I think. And we have plenty of force in Syracuse that can go and help relieve Messana. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Right, now can Tellus of Attica reach Lilybaeum? Okay, what we're going to have to do is get the cavalry over to this spot over here, and then put Lilybaeum under siege. Like so. We'll worry about building the stuff in a second. Then you go and join Tellus of Attica. And then you also go and join Tellus of Attica. Now that is a Greek army. That is beautiful. That is really nice to see. Now, these guys, they can probably reach us in time. But it doesn't matter. I don't mind having a big battle outside of Lilybaeum. I'd probably prefer that, to be honest. So, Tellus of Attica, you're going to have a big battle soon, probably outside of Lilybaeum. Now, as for these armoured hoplites, let's get our navy over here. Let's get you guys... No, not you. You guys on the ship. Now, are we going to need anyone else? We've got not a lot in Messana, and we've got a lot of Carthaginians over there, so we could probably spare... I mean, I know public order is going to hell, but you know what? As I said, it's going to hell anyway, so whatever. We'll bring all of you guys. So, 6 armoured hoplites should be plenty. So you guys now board over here. And now they are ready to defend Messana. They're probably going to actually stop the siege next turn. Right, now over in Italy, we have this boat. Now this boat got, unfortunately, pushed by the Carthaginians. And it only had on it 3 armoured hoplites. We couldn't get the other 2 hoplites over, which is annoying, to say it the least, to be honest. Right, you know what? We'll wait it out just one turn, because, yeah, I think that's what we'll probably do. So you guys stand there, get inside Tarentum. Then the boats can just go as far away from any navy as possible. These guys start walking up here, and you're going to be joined next turn by the fleet. In fact, we got this. There's only one boat there. By this fleet, the combination of you guys, plus we can recruit another unit at Tarentum. Now, Thracians still have Bilazaur under siege, so you... Let's just move up over here. Damianos of Thessaly needs to carry on moving up there. How many turns is it going to take? It's going to take 2 more turns, so just be as quick as you can, dude. So just walk up here. You can pick up some mercenaries. So pick up the... I'm loath to buy mercenaries at this point. I'm just wasting money. Let's just instead get these 2 armoured hoplites in the army. And then that will probably be enough. Thessalonica, you can just recruit another armoured hoplite. Yeah, I feel like this, combined with whatever it is at Bilazaur, is probably enough to deal with this geezer. If not, we will just pick up the mercenaries at some point. So that's fine. Now, as for Byzantium, we have Hippias of Thebes, who is about to go over and start his work against Sardis. Basically, he's got a big old army, and yeah, I think we are well and truly ready. I'm not going to pick up the Thracians or Bastani; not particularly worth it at this point. So, step up over here, and what's the quickest way to Sardis? I reckon it's probably by getting off here, moving across, and then going like that. So, ship come along here. Hippias of Thebes, and you can pick up some mercenaries on the way. I will pick up Cretans. I will absolutely pick up Cretans. So that's the perfect way to finish off this army. It's exactly what I needed. This is a fantastic army. How good is Hippias of Thebes? Good defender, been in the wars, which is nice. Minion, and scant trust, which is decent. Don't want it to go too far though. But actually, pretty solid. And you know what? Step in Pergamum and let them be happy for once. Okay, we can't. Let's end the turn, I think. Right, turn has ended, and, well, the navy has been attacked. Clear defeat again, of course. Of course, even though the balance of power is in our favour. Yeah, do you know what? You've got a better navy than us. Well done. We're about to destroy you, Brutii, so just chill out. In fact, the Brutii army is coming towards Tarentum. Right, we've been attacked. Now, this is interesting, because I swear there were 2 Carthaginian armies, unless they combined to form that one. I swear there were 2 Carthaginian armies, which would have made 3 if you add Bomilcar in Lilybaeum, but apparently it's fine. Also, Messana hasn't gone rogue, which is good to see. So, yeah, the other force came over to help Messana, which was stupid, but okay. Now, anyway, we've been attacked outside of Lilybaeum, and this is brilliant. I mean, this is exactly what I wanted. We're going to kill an army. We're going to probably take Lilybaeum itself. We've got a really strong army. I mean, this is probably the strongest army we've ever fielded, actually, in battle. I think the one that Hippias of Thebes has got over in Turkey is actually probably slightly stronger, but this is really quite up there. So Telis of Attica, is he the factionaire? He is indeed the factionaire, the 39-year-old. Pretty solid geezer. So he's fighting Captain Carpophorus, which is a bunch of skirmishers. They're not going to do anything. Not amazing infantry, town militia, and some cavalry. Yeah, you're going to struggle with that. The elephants are decent, I'll give you that. And then Bomilcar, who is the faction heir himself. So factionaire versus factionaire. And what else has he got? He's got elephants. Some Libyan spearmen are decent. But I mean, attack of only 5, not that good. So more elephants, but the elephants will probably go berserk just from the archers. So I think we should be fine. So yeah, I'm looking really forward to this. I think we can have a fantastic victory over here. So let's do this. Okay, so here we are. And this, I mean, I really hope this is going to be a massacre. We are backed against the sea, which isn't ideal, but look at this. I like the look of that. I don't think we're going to particularly use the rock just because we don't really need it to use it. And it actually is a little bit annoying because it kind of makes the battlefield a lot smaller. And it's already quite small anyway, considering the sea is right next to us. Weird place to have a rock. But anyway, so there's going to be one force. You can get the camera really high up here as well. Right, there's going to be one force coming from, that's the port. And again, rarely you get to see the port this close. Rarely you get to see the port this close. So that's really cool to see. So where's the actual city then? If the port is over there, the city's got to be somewhere like over there, right? I can't even see it. Where's the army of Bomilcar going to come from? No idea. Okay, I think one army is going to come from over there, and one army is going to come from over here, or something like that. We'll set up in like a defensive formation. I mean, I mean, the rock could help us, because bear in mind, if we set up on the rock like here, that is a flank which is completely defensible. Like, they cannot get around it. I mean, they could theoretically get around the back of it if they were really that desperate, but we could just put a unit of hoplites if they wanted to do that. We could try that. It's a completely defensible flank, which would be really cool. It would mean I'd have a lot more hoplites to do what else I wanted. So yeah, let's go for it. You know what, let's experiment. So we're going to have we'll have U3 plus U3, 4. U6 are going to be in a big line like that. That's not going to be easy to get through. I don't believe any troops can physically get through there. I think that is unflankable, so we should be okay. This unit should be okay. And they're all going to be in phalanx, and that's going to be tough to get past. Now, who is not in that line? These guys. So what we're going to have 2 armoured hoplites just protecting the flanks so they don't flank us over here. So 2 armoured hoplites like this. Now, could potentially just put like a hoplite over here just in case they get any stupid ideas, because they theoretically could make it around that boundary. Or we could just have a hoplite like round here. Who's not part of the line at the moment? We've got 2 armoured hoplites. Seems like a bit of a waste of armoured hoplites, to be honest, to have them around here. But you know what? Just in case, we will have 2 armoured hoplites like this, just protecting if they come around the side here. Don't think they will be clever enough to do that, but it's better safe than sorry, right? So that's good. Now we can have the peltasts in front of the geezers over here. We have the archers. They're going to be very safe behind this line of hoplites, so they can be like this. And then we have Tellis of Attica and his friend, whose name I've forgotten, over here. Now they're probably not going to have to do a huge amount either. I like this a lot. So we're going to make the formation, everyone in defensive mode. Don't want the archers at fire at will, because, and I don't want them skirmishing either. I don't want them at fire at will, purely because I want them targeting the elephant specifically, because I want to make them berserk. They're honestly the thing I'm most worried about. So we'll start the battle. Where are the armies coming from? We've got one from over here. Very unlikely that army's going to be clever enough to go completely around the rock. I would be very surprised. In fact, you know what? I'm so confident they're not going to do that. I'm actually going to have another unit of armoured hoplites like here, because I just feel like they're not going to be clever enough to do that at all. Like, that would shock me. We'll just have this unit along here, just in case they decide to go around the back, but very unlikely. Right, so they're pretty close now. The skirmishers could do a bit of damage, but we've got, like, really strong hoplites with good defense, so, to be honest, like, it doesn't really matter too much. You guys can actually be on fire at will. I want to see if we can fire on the elephants. How close are we? These guys haven't got as good a range as the Cretan archers, which is a bit of a shame, but to be honest, yeah, whatever, you know, we'll be alright. Yeah, we can't quite reach the elephants yet, but we will in a second, so that's fine. Their front line is Iberian infantry, which is light infantry. Against strong units like this, they're not going to do that well at all. We must be close to being able to fire on the elephants now. Yep, I believe we can start firing the elephants. You guys, no, stay where you are, stay where you are. Stay where you are. Just, yeah, that's it, beautiful. Now, peltasts are firing in. Beautiful. They should be doing a good amount of damage to their front line. And then, get back now, get back. Get back. I told you to get back. You're going to die. Come on, get back. Get back. Behind the line. Behind the line. Guys, it's not that difficult. Okay, whatever. They've broken, which is a bit of a shame. Well, a glitchy animation there. Don't know what happened, but I think somebody died. It's going to be their captain. Their whole army collapsed, basically. There was a lag spike, and then their whole army collapsed. Yeah, so cool. Well, I said I wasn't going to need the cavalry, but actually I think I am going to, because, yeah, basically, their whole army's collapsing, and I want to kill them. So, in fact, cavalry is quite useful. Let's get the cavalry moving over here, just because I want to chase as many of them down as possible. I think there is still a bit of, yeah, this whole army just collapsed. They never bought proper infantry. They didn't bring proper infantry over. So now it's just a matter of dealing with these guys. Should be pretty simple. And there is some round shield cavalry, but we'll just chase as many of these guys down as possible. I mean, you can be a little bit careful, just in case, but don't particularly want to see these guys again. The elephants could get away, but it's not the end of the world if they do. To be honest, I think elephants is one of the most overrated units in the whole game. They're fun. I'll give you that. They're really fun to play with, but they're just a bit overrated. They're not that good, in my opinion. So we're just going to absolutely massacre these guys over here. Just chase a ton of them down. I think we've got a little bit of round shield cavalry, which for some reason is preoccupied over there. Fighting. Wait, is that Greek? What are my peltasts? No idea what the peltasts are doing over there. No idea. Idiots. Idiots. Okay, but whatever. The Peltas decided they wanted to die today, which is a bit of a shame. But to be honest, the rest of the army is not of the same sentiment, so it's all good. We might have to start going back in a minute. Don't want the generals to be caught out in the middle of nowhere. Particularly, of course, Telis of Attica, who is really quite good. He's got some good stats on him, so we'll just chase down as many of these guys as possible. But as soon as they start getting a bit too close, I will stop. Round shield cavalry over here. Don't particularly want to charge into them, just because it's a waste of good men. Okay, we've killed enough. Elephants have gone berserk, incidentally. Let's just get back here. Get back here. No, you, get over here. Don't die. Don't die on me. Don't die on me. You, get behind our line. You, get behind our line as quick as you can before these guys get over. And then hopefully they'll just run straight into the phalanx. Now, what else can we do? What we can do is they're not going to go around the rock. They're not clever enough to. So we can just have another unit over here, just in case the cavalry decides to be annoying and try and flank us. But we're basically in an unflankable position. We basically are. Now, we're retreating behind our own phalanx. The round shield cavalry is stupid enough to follow us. Some of the Carthaginians have recovered, which is actually good because that means more of them are going to die. Yeah, they're going to charge straight into our phalanx and regret it instantly. Let's zoom in a little bit so we can see this better. And wavering and broken. Yep, that's not a big surprise at all. So, there we go. You can calm down a little bit. Beautiful. Right, okay, stop for a second. No. You're on defensive mode. You should not be chasing them. In fact, I never even told you to attack them. You were just meant to stand there. Glitchy phalanx units. I mean, sometimes they are a bit buggy. They don't always quite do what they're told. I would say that is honestly one of the worst things about phalanx in Rome Total War. Is recently they've been very unresponsive. They do this thing where they keep moving backwards, which is annoying. And then now they're just chasing a unit when I didn't tell them to. The Peltasts, they, to be fair, might have to might move or charge without orders, but still a little bit annoying. Honestly, archers, you can just find whatever you want now. Just go ham. And then, yeah, generals just get protected by the phalanx. Don't particularly want you dying out here. Priority, actually, is getting Bomilcar down. So if we can get the cavalry sort of over here, ready to go into the back of him and trap him if he goes into the phalanx. That's priority, is getting Bomilcar down. Absolutely priority. So that would be really cool if we could do that. I mean, the Carthaginians, they're just strolling over. They're really chill about it. I mean, the fact that, nearly over half their army has died so far, they don't care. They're just charging over. Well, not charging, they're just strolling over. Wonderful to see. Now, as soon as that general enters the phalanx, we are going around the back of him. So just wait, just wait. The Libyan spearmen might be a bit annoying because they're wavering, to be honest. Not going to do much, are they? They've actually unwittingly protected their general, which is not something they meant to do. But anyway, we're just going to get around the back of the general. Hopefully they just break quickly. I know there's spearmen at the back of me, but we've got to get that general down. In fact, they break, which is good. General's broken. Can we get him down? He's super trapped. He shouldn't be able to survive that. I don't know where he is, but he can't. Surely he cannot survive that. Like, he's absolutely surrounded. Is he going to get away? Is he actually going to get away? No way. Archers, get him. Oh my god, the sneaky bastard. If he actually is one of those two. And he gets away. There's a hail of arrows. I think he's got away. What are you guys doing? There's no one over there. You're meant to be chasing the general, remember? He's there. He's dead. Good. The archers got him. The generals were incompetent. Telis of Attica, I said kill the general. I think he still thought he was in that mix. He wasn't. He escaped. Oh, well. Okay. Now, Iberian infantry's come into the side of these armoured hoplites. So you guys get around the back of them as well. But they shouldn't be too much of a threat. They're wavering, so they should be okay. You guys got pushed back a little bit. Just make sure you maintain a line. I have no idea what happened to the rest of the army, by the way. I think the elephants, yeah, they went berserk, like elephants do. So, in fact, why don't Telis of Attica, you get in the back of those, whatever that unit is. You just start chasing down as many Carthaginians as you can. Make sure you kill them, please. So, you come around the back, a charge in from you, and you stand no chance. Yeah, in fact, they're already broken before we got to them, so lovely. Lovely stuff. That is exactly what we want to see. So you're chasing all of them. Elephants are running amok, but I don't think they're going to be too much of a threat. This is an absolute riot. What have we got over here? We've got Libyan spearmen, to be fair. So we'll just move away from them. Hopefully they just charge the phalanx. In fact, why don't you just go and chase them off? Are the Libyan spearmen really going to try and chase my general? Well, the archers are going to get him anyway, so it's cool. The archers will get him down. Lovely to see. So Yeah, this is an absolute riot. So who's dead? We'll give him a little bit of credit. Bommelcar, the factionaire. So my factionaire is better than your factionaire. 77% to 9%. Yeah, I think we'll take that. We'll take that, absolutely. I don't think we've quite killed enough of them to take the city now, which is a bit of a shame, because I think you have to kill 90% of them to take the city. This Libyan spearman unit, really? Are you going to be that obsessed with trying to kill the general? You know what, archers, chase him. You can go on skirmish mode, chase him, and chase them and get them down. Right, you now run over to the other side of the map, go get those guys down. The archers are chasing these guys down, they're going to go down real quick. To be fair to this Libyan spearman unit, the whole army's collapsed, and these guys are only... Okay, they're now down to wavering. They were only shaken, they have a hail of arrows in them, and they've not broken yet, so credit to them, you know, I can kind of respect that. Yeah, I can kind of respect that. But you're stupid, I mean, you're going to die because of it, but whatever. Right, that unit got away, which is a bit of a shame. It literally is just this spearman unit now, so if we can get them down, that would be good. Get the general over here, just ready to charge into him when he does rout, and there we go. Just get him down. How many did we kill then? We killed 84%. Hopefully, this will tick us over to 90%. I don't think it quite will, to be honest, though. But, oh, that's a bit buggy there. Yeah, I don't think it quite will. Wait, there's a unit over there. Is that the elephants? I don't want to charge into the elephants. That could be dangerous. Yeah, it is. Leave them alone then. Yeah, no, we've done really well, which I expected to do well, to be honest. The 9% of us that got killed, the majority of that 9% was actually the peltasts, and then I think this unit of hoplites got a little bit hurt. But to be honest, it was just the peltasts being stupid, which, I mean, totally idiotic as they were, but whatever. We've killed 89% of them. I think it's 90% to take the city. If we are 1% off being able to take the city, I will be a little bit annoyed, I'll be honest. I don't know if that's actually a fact or if that's just something I've made up, that it's 90% and all the generals you have to kill to take the city. Hopefully that's not the case because, yeah, we are currently at 89%, which is a bit annoying. Well, we killed 89% of them, so that better be enough to take Lilybaeum. I mean, there's basically nothing left. In fact, it's just the elephants who are not quite off the battlefield yet. Just get off. There they go, they're off. So 753 kills to 121, I think. I haven't done maths in a while. Yeah, 121. So, yeah, that's perfectly fine. And as I say, the majority, I'd say probably about half of that 121 is like Peltas, who I don't really care about anyway. They were never that good in the first place. The rest of them, easily retrainable hoplites, which is really cool to see. So, either we have Lilybaeum or we as good as have it, because there's basically nothing in there. I don't think we did take Lilybaeum. It's a bit of a shame. We were literally 1% off. Right, more Carthaginians attackers. Yeah, screw you. This time we have the better navy. Oh, we do take Lilybaeum. Lovely. I'm going to learn my lesson and exterminate them because I don't want public order issues. So yeah, we have finally taken the whole of Sicily. It took us 19 parts to do so. I thought it was going to take us about 5, but there we go. Okay, Bilozora's gone. I'm going to auto-resolve that. There's no point trying to even defend that. This geezer... keep forgetting his name. This geezer, he couldn't get over in time, but he will get back over and he will take off the Thracians. If not, he'll just go for Tylis, and then he'll have to make a choice whether he wants to defend Tylis or keep Bilozora. So either way, it's just a minor setback. It's alright. It doesn't actually matter too much. So Thracians take Bilozora. We will be back. It's perfectly fine. So, okay. Okay, so we've now secured Sicily. It's now just getting the Carthaginians off Sicily, which is the issue. But to be honest, we have actually quite a lot of force now, so we should be okay. Let's just get rid of all this. Get rid. Right, first of all, notice that a Carthaginian navy is right outside of Carthage. Ooh! With a massive Carthaginian army on it. And guess what we've got in Carthage? One ship. I thought we had so much more than that. I thought we had so much more. Oh, that's the navy that is more. Right, we need to start chasing these guys, because if we can kill them on the seas, that's basically the biggest Carthaginian force left apart from that one. So, can we get this guy? Don't particularly want to lose against him. We might not quite have enough naval force. Go on. It's a 50-50 chance. I knew we were going to lose it. I just knew it. I thought he was going to retreat into the land then, which would have been quite impressive. He actually expands his retinue. So, don't know how that happens. 23 versus 24. I reckon we can still win it, but he's run out of movement points. Well, either way, I reckon they're going to get on the land. That's annoying. If we just had a better navy, we could have actually got that guy. Where's my navy? Bloody hell. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Well, try and get that guy down. I think he's going to step onto Carthage and cause trouble. We actually have a decent amount of force in Carthage. We have troops over in Thapsus as well to help out, but... okay. Over in Thapsus, what do we need to do? We need to... I mean, some walls would be nice. I think getting better walls has got to be a priority. Let's get some roads in, then get better walls. I think that's just like obvious stuff we need to do instantly, because the Numidians, who are really quite strong, and I mean, they've got Leptis Magna. Yeah, they've still got Leptis Magna. They've got... No way. They have Alexandria as well? Oh my goodness. They have Alexandria, and I think they might have Memphis as well. No, they don't have Memphis. That's still Egyptian. And Thebes is still Egyptian. But they have Alexandria. So the amount of land they have. So they have Cyrene as well. Oh, go away. I didn't want to do that. No, they don't have Cyrene. But the Numidians have land extending from over here all the way to Alexandria, which is one of the most valuable cities in the whole game. They are doing well. They're doing really well. And the reason they're doing so well is because the Carthaginians have been focused on me as opposed to them. So actually, we've kind of helped the Numidians, which is fine. I'd rather Numidians have a massive empire than the Carthaginians, because the Numidians are significantly weaker, so that's fine. Now, over in Sicily, it's a bit of a mess at the moment, but it's going to start improving once we get these damn Carthaginians off the island. So we have a ton over here. They keep just spawning armies out of nowhere, and then we have a few over here as well. Now, inside Messana... Oh, my voice is going. Inside Messana, we have basically nothing. And then outside Messana, we have quite a few armoured hoplites. But probably, we should get Tellus of Attica over just to destroy these stupid Carthaginian armies, so I don't have to see them again. So we'll get you. I don't think we need to bring the whole army, because we've got a ton of armoured hoplites over here that could come and help out. But we'll get you. And actually, I want to retrain some of the lads as well. What capacity do we have to recruit? We can get some of these guys. So what we'll do... Units that need to be retrained can stay in Lilybaeum, but for example, these guys don't need to be retrained. Neither of these guys, they're basically full strength. Neither do the archers, they're fine. These guys are good, you're good, you guys are pretty much full strength. So all of you, honestly that's basically everyone, we'll leave you two behind. You guys, this big old army is going to be plenty enough to come over, start moving towards Messana. Now, if the Carthaginians did attack next turn, we've probably got just enough. I mean, to be honest, look, screw it. I'm going to bring these armoured hoplites over. Can they join this guy? Okay, we'll get the navy over just to be sure. So, you guys, bring over these 4 armoured hoplites. Then we'll have 10 armoured hoplites in the region. We should have plenty enough to defeat the Carthaginians. If the Carthaginians are... Okay, it says we have an army. We actually don't have an army. If the Carthaginians attack, we have 10 armoured hoplites plus this inside the city, plus walls on our side, and we are bringing Tellus of Attica over to come and help. So we should be fine. We should be fine. Now, Tarentum, we now have a force that is capable of taking on Tertius Aurelius. I think it is capable of taking on Tertius Aurelius. I would like to get this guy over, but the gods are against me. They do not want me to bring this guy over. So what you can do is just go to... I tell you what, you can go to Termon and probably just kick out those rebels pretty soon. So just go to Termon for the moment. You might be kicking out those rebels pretty soon. This angry guy might deal with the rebels. So what we need to do, we need a ship. This is ridiculous, because what I want to do is bypass Aurelius, besiege Croton, and then have a massive fight outside of Croton. But I don't want to just fight him in the open field. I don't think that will be beneficial towards us. In fact, this is so annoying. I mean, we're going to have to recruit a ship. We're going to have to postpone it one more turn, I think. Unless he besieges Tarentum. I tell you what we'll do. So, Doros of Sparta. We've got this whole army. Now, we are going to have to leave something inside Tarentum, but just stand there for the moment. We've got some mercenaries. You know what? You guys, we'll buy you. You guys can stay in Tarentum. And then we've got you 3. You can definitely join Doros the Conqueror. Doros the Conqueror. I love it. Doros the Conqueror. Now that is cool. That is cool. Now Tarentum's going to be unhappy, aren't you? Right, let's lower the tax rate. Get our religion going. And you'll be fine. So I want him to stand outside of Tarentum because I'd rather fight him in the open field. Don't particularly want to have to defend friends. It would just be annoying. Let's just fight him in the open field. For once, I actually want to fight this guy in the open field. What we will do is we'll get a ship recruited, a trireme, so that if he doesn't decide to attack, we can just bypass him and go to Croton anyway. Bylazora is looking pretty strong, but I would guess, therefore, that Tylis isn't. Yeah. So you know what? You know what, Thracians? If you want to play that game, we're going to move over to Tylis. The mercenaries are still the same, nothing particularly remarkable, because there's actually quite a lot of force in Bylazora. Don't particularly want to fight it, so yeah, we're going to stand, first of all, stand there, build a watchtower, because we've actually got a good amount of money now. The economy's finally starting to pick up. Then move over here. The same mercenaries, I'm guessing. Yeah, pretty much the same mercenaries. And then, honestly, you can join him. You can join him. And then Thessalonica, keep recruiting because the Thracians look to be quite aggressive, in fact. So just recruit some more armoured hoplites, like so. Construct yourself, treat yourself to some baths. Make sure you're clean and all that. And then, yeah, Damianos, you're going to head towards Tylis. And in fact, you can maybe even pick up some troops from Byzantium if it has a few as well. You know, why not? Why not? In fact, you start coming over and you can join up, be friends. So yeah, we'll just do a counterattack. This is something I like to do very often, is if a place or a faction decides to take one of my cities, I'll just go around and take theirs, and then they'll be straight back over here. They'll be like, oh no, they've taken Tylis, we can defend Tylis and we'll have the advantage of the walls, and then that means that Bylazora will be empty, force from Thessalonica, go and take that, then we've got both cities, so we win. So that's kind of what I like to do. Talking of winning, let's bring this big army out of Pergamum and let them be really unhappy. So Hippias of Thebes, you are going to go over to Sardis, aren't you, my friends? So all of you, we don't need the Peltasts. You can keep the Peltasts, Pergamum. Okay, we don't need them. So you guys get inside Pergamum and you're going to be happy enough. In terms of mercenaries, yeah, they're still the same ones. Nothing particularly spectacular there. So we'll just carry on. And we'll probably just take the bridge. That's a good thing to do, I think. So we'll go over to the bridge. Ah, they have reinforced Sardis. Ton of militia hoplites though. It's absolute trash. And then what we'll do is, I'd rather fight them in the open field. Ideal situation, they actually attack us on the bridge. They're probably not going to be that stupid. We're going to stand here. Next turn we can just besiege Sardis anyway. But that would be best case scenario. Militia hoplites on the bridge against good hoplites and Cretans don't stand a chance. But we'll sort that out next turn. Okay, so I think apart from the odd bit of recruitment and construction, I think we are pretty much ready to end the turn. I'm a little bit worried about Carthage because there is a big army right there, but you know what, we can deal with it, it's cool. Let's see how strong this rebel force is, just because they're kind of annoying me, and if we could get rid of them, that would be nice. Oh, they actually backed off. How did they back off that far? Did you see that? They backed off all the way around here. If it was me, they would have backed off 2 feet. Oh well, whatever. We still have all the lads in Termon, so now they're just Corinth's problem instead. Great. Okay, I think we are ready to end the turn for the final time this episode, so let's press the old button. And the Brutii did not attack us. Okay, the Brutii are the cowards I thought they were, yet they decided to stay where they were. Okay, writing Syracuse. Well, to be honest, if some citizens have been killed, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Suitable husband, 16 years old, Phaidon of Selinus. Been in the wars, so that's a nice one to have immediately. Confident commander, yeah, solid geezer. Whereabout is he then? He is with Anaxandros of Knossos, that would be in Syracuse, and they're actually a little bit happier because of that as well. Masana, no longer under siege. You're a bit scared now, aren't you? You're a bit scared now. Still am going to have to deal with those Carthaginian armies though, because we can't just have them in Sicily. They're still a problem. But what I would like is to get a force over to Caralis, because I think that could possibly... Oh, but they're still going to have Cordoba, aren't they? So we're not going to be able to completely destroy them. So yeah, we do just need to kick them off to Sicily, basically. End of turn report. Town grows. Which town is this? Halicarnassus. Cool. Well, I'll tell you what. You can upgrade then. So, yeah, after the sewers, get yourself a councillor's thing, whatever it was. Agent found... Thrace and Byzantium, that doesn't surprise me. There's an army over there, so yeah, that's no surprise at all. That's fine. Faction announcements. Meles of Heraclium is now married. Cool. I didn't even know he was not married, so that's cool to see. Okay, so yeah, I think we're going to end the episode here. Big Carthaginian army outside of Carthage. They weren't very happy that we took their settlement. Real shame we couldn't kill them in that ship, but it's alright. If they want to throw their lot against Carthage, that's fine. Honestly, that's fine. We can get lads over from... I don't think we're going to quite be able to get lads over from Thapsus because there's not enough movement points. But what we can do is we can get a ship down there, and then we can get you two, in fact you four just step on this ship and then just start moving towards Carthage. It's going to take, what, a couple of turns, but it's worth it. So by next turn we can get more troops at Carthage. I think we have enough, honestly. We will recruit some hoplites because they technically haven't put us under siege yet. So we can do whatever we can. Thapsus, just continue recruiting archers because that's cool. Yeah, but I think we're going to actually end this here. So next time, in Sicily, this army is probably going to have a big fight against this geezer, and they're not going to do that well. Spoiler alert. You guys, honestly... Oh, we got... Oh, that's so beautiful. Maybe this army could go and deal with the lads over here, and then this army could go and deal with the lads over there, or something like that. So how about you... Gurgos of Segesta, come over and then maybe combine with this force. Oh, that's beautiful. So how about, so Gurgos of Segesta, how about, just step over here for a moment. Could we combine? We could combine you two. Could you both reach, you can both reach this tile here. So if we get you over here, Gurgos of Segesta, now you've got a big army ready to chase this guy. So we're chasing this guy. Can you bring any more hoplites over? I mean... It's fine. I would like to bring a couple of armoured hoplites over towards Tellus of Attica. So, there we go. We've got this force, and he's going to go for this guy. So, we've got you are chasing this Carthaginian, you're chasing this Carthaginian. Soon, we're going to forget the name Carthage even exists. We're going to forget about who they are. Now, Brutii are over here, but that's fine. I'm ready to just actually skip over and go to Croton and just say, well, whatever. Shame we don't have a spy, because we could potentially infiltrate Croton. That is a lot of troops, though. That is a lot of troops, but you know what? I'm willing to risk it because I feel like we just need to deal with the Brutii now. So, ship, come over here. You, on ship. There we go, on the ship. Go over towards Croton, and then put Croton under siege. Beautiful. Okay, so yeah, we're going to have probably a massive fight with the Brutii outside of Croton, which, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. We can deal with that. And then, I think that's the Brutii gone. We are moving towards Sardis. Unfortunately, Seleucids did not decide to move out of Sardis. But what we can do... Ah, beautiful. What we can do, because they're stupid enough, they've brought this army outside. They've brought them outside, rather. So, we can actually stand... Mercenaries... Nothing amazing. We can stand and potentially get over here. We can now potentially attack this army. Oh, we've actually forced them to back off. Well, fine. We'll put Sardis under siege, and then hopefully the other army will attack us out in the open field, and we'll have a big fight outside of Sardis, and they'll lose. I don't particularly want to fight them in Sardis, so that's good. Troops are going towards Ancyra, but if they do take it, guess who's going to come and get you? It's this geezer. So yeah, that'll be fine. And then we'll eventually move towards Tarsus, and hopefully that'll be bye-bye Seleucids. And guess what? Mazakar's happy for the first time ever, pretty much. In fact, because Sinope's a little bit unhappy now, you can actually go back to Sinope. Okay, you're still going to be unhappy. We'll screw you then. So yeah, you guys go inside. Mazakar will bring you two out. You two can go in. Okay, so yeah, we're going to leave this here. I think it's been quite a long episode, but quite a lot's happened. We have really started to make some good progress here. I'm very, very happy with it. So, anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you around.